That's what I wanted to happen. There you go. I don't know what happened there, but you kind of got a double barrel version of me. Anyway, here we are live on your radio for your Monday night at actually 3 minutes past 9 tonight. So we've just lost 3 minutes of a massively important amount of music for you, but that's okay. We shall try and make it up to you as we go along tonight. Huge show for you this evening. I'm going to start off. We need to get the show on the road. We're way behind. So look, stop rabbiting on, Redmond. Let's get the show on the road, and I'll talk you through it as we go through it. Is that okay? Yes.
Europe's favourite dance mix. Live from Ireland, 24 hours a day.
This is RTE Pulse.
This is a Digital Groove Turbo exclusive.
That's right. Now, it is this man's birthday today. And what kind of person sends other people gifts on their birthday? Well, the answer to that is Conan Liquid does, aka Conan Manchester. You may know him as Liquid People with Dan Smith. And it is his happy birthday today. He's in Dubai, so he's a bit ahead of us time-wise, so it's almost the end of his birthday. But he sent this our way to play for you exclusively tonight. You will not hear this anywhere else. And we're wishing him, and I encourage all of you to wish him a very happy birthday if you can on Facebook tonight. This is Conan Liquid. It's called Love Breeze, and this the original mix. Crates Motel, forthcoming soon in the future, but right now exclusive to the Digital Groove, kicking things off for you. And Conan, a massive happy birthday to you, my friend.
This is a Digital Groove, and you need to turn this track up.
Exclusive. This is a world exclusive.
Yes, please do wish him a very happy birthday. We wish him a very happy birthday. It is his birthday today. The man is just past 33 years of age. Can you believe that? And that is Conan Manchester, aka Conan Liquid this time. It's called Love Breeze, and that's forthcoming soon on Crates Motel. Can't tell you exactly when, but he sent it our way as a gift to us, back to him, if that makes sense. Anyway, he wanted you to hear it tonight. Isn't that lovely? Kicking off the show tonight, Conan Liquid, Love Breeze. Beautiful. We're on the Facebook Live, of course. You want to have a look at what's going on here in the studio. It had to just be light. The light was blaring at me. It was somewhere. Sunglasses. It's a little less harsh now. It's got the Vaseline for the lens now, and we're complete. Anywho, we have for you tonight a jam-packed show after our slightly unusual start. Yeah, the switcher kicked in as if we weren't here live, and I don't know. Anyway, we sorted it out thanks to the guys in control room, so we're good. We're just running 3 minutes behind. So we shall try and make that up for you tonight. Okay, we have, in fact, for you this evening, 23 brand new tracks. And we also have Danny J. Lewis coming to chat to us tonight. That's coming up at just after 10 o'clock, so just under an hour's time tonight. Danny will, of course, be talking about his brand new label project, which we premiered last week on the show, called Just Underground. So that's coming up in a while. Loads of tunes to go, though. We're going to keep it kind of, disco-ish for you, I suppose. We're kind of jumbling around our styles on the show. We normally get to this stage about maybe 10 to 10, don't we? Anyway, this is on the Tropical Velvet Miami Winter Conference sampler, which isn't released until 2 weeks' time. This is Stuart Birch. Spelled, I've got to say, Dublin people can't say that. B-I-R-C-H, Birch. Is that Birch? Birch? Sorry, Stuart. Anyway, this is called Outreach. Tropical Velvet Quartz label, of course. We're putting the track names up here on our Facebook Live, and of course, if you want to check out our Twitter feed, if you're just listening on the radio tonight, at Digital Groove is where you will find that. So this out in a few weeks. Stuart Birch, Outreach, name of this. Nice bit of groove going on too here. Keeping it nice for you tonight.
What's up? This is Kenny Doki checking out Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
Only second track in tonight, and it is just coming up on almost 15 past 9 p.m. Sorry. Stuart Birch, second tune in tonight. It's difficult, isn't it? Stuart Birch. It's a real challenge on the radio for Dublin people sometimes, you know, maybe Irish people in general pronounce a lot of these things. Birch. I never really had I never really thought about it really, but Birch doesn't sound right in a Dublin accent. It could be Birch. It's getting closer and closer, isn't it, really? Anyway, Stuart Birch, let's go with that. Anyway, Outreach, the name of the tune. Tropical Velvet is from their brand new and indeed forthcoming Miami Winter Conference sample. Of course, that's still taking place all this time later in Miami Winter Conference every spring, even though it's not the winter anymore. Kicking us off, birthday boy Conan Liquid with his brand new Love Breeze tune, Crates Motel, the label. Should be coming out soon. Don't know exactly when. I see all your shouts. I see them all your comments on the Facebook Live. We will be giving you mentions. Don't you worry. We're going to get a couple of tunes in before we do that. Let them build up for you tonight. In hour one, just to let you know, we still have some brand new Tommy Heron coming up for you. Also, brand new Shapeshifters tune at the moment. Huge. Played it in Opium on a Saturday night here in Dublin. Went down a storm. So yes, that's coming up for you in about 10-15 minutes time. Brand new Austin's Groove. You're going to love that on Bobbin Head Recordings. Brand new Bobby and Steve tonight. You're going to love that. Duane Harden on the vocals. Brand new Roy Jazz Grant. Some brand new Tom Gianelli. This is all in hour one tonight, by the way. And then some brand new DJ Rhythm. You're going to like that too. That's before we get to hour two. Of course, as we said at the start of the show, or ish, the start of the show tonight, Danny J. Lewis joining us just after 10 o'clock to chat about his brand new Just Underground label project. All coming up tonight. Right, fairly decent work out there from Stuart Birch. We'll try and get a few of your shouts out. We got Amy in the house. Hello, Amy. How are you? Are you working or are you not? Maybe you're not working. I was working all day, but it's still working, really. Dave Gettings definitely not working today. Anyway, hope you're well, mate. Good to have you with us. Also, Dave Lawless says, hey from a sunny Coolock. Actually, tying in with a comment from Raymond Munoz before him saying, hey there from sunny Texas. So perhaps sunny Coolock was slightly tongue-in-cheek. Anyway, yeah, there you go. We've got Charlene Gallagher with us tonight too. We've got Richie Pring in the house in Bristol. Hello to you. Miggy with us tonight as always. Hello there. Marco LeBaron, hello to you too. In, of course, Rothrast in Switzerland, and you have coming up in a couple of weeks Aston Martinez at U-Bar. Isn't that fantastic? When are you going to announce that big birthday lineup of yours as well? Looking forward to that. That's getting closer and closer too. Justin Clark with us says, good evening, Niall. Good evening to you, Justin. Hope you're well. Lovely to have you along. Also from Wisconsin, US of A, we have Denise Scott saying happy Monday Groovers. That's you out there and me. So happy Monday to you all from Denise. Marek Zitel with us. Nice to hear you again. Nice to have you again with us, Marek. Thank you very much. Amy is off till the weekend. That is great because that's quite a long way away. So you enjoy your week off. Excellent stuff. We're both on the weekend, but it looks of things. So we shall make the most of it. Right. Also, Watsy in the house. Quite amused at her kind of false startup. That's all right. Good evening to you. Something on the way for you shortly. Neil Davison with us tonight as well. Hello to you. Lovely to see you back with us. We've got Keith Costello. He's back from Wexford in his native Kilkenny, so that's great. I hope you're keeping well down in Kilkenny, my friend. Hope all is well. Ben Mabin with us tonight as well from the get-go. Hello to you. Richie Bradley here in Northern Ireland. Hope all is well with you, mate. Good to have you along as always, of course. And Darren Patrick Lynch, I see you there down in Cork tonight. Okay, this we dropped the ball on. Meant to play it last week and we didn't even know it was in the inbox, and we found it after the show, so it is being played for you now. This is Newport. 2 words, N-U-P-O-R-T. Newport 62 from our friends at Groove Culture Recordings. This is called Why Don't You with no question mark. So they're just going, why don't you? Anyway, this is on Groove Culture, Mickey Moore and Andy T's label, and it's quite groovy, as you can hear. Mac loving this one saying DISCO. Or possibly his keyboard is stuck on some kind of spacing. Disco anyway saying yes indeed. Yes indeed it is. What's he loving this one too? Brand new from the guys in Groove Culture. Newport 62. So it's by. And always Groove Culture bringing you that big sort of obviously disco vibe. Why Don't You, the name of the track. Nice to have our friend Laura Wood with us tonight. Hello to you, Laura, down in Wicklow. Hope you're well. Also, Danielle Clark with us tonight. Hello to you. Nice to have you along. We've got Anto Gunning in the house, and we've got Al Redmond in the house. Al, how are you? Long time no speak. Hope you're well. By the way, if you are listening on the radio and you'd like to look at the Facebook Live, it's just riveting. You can go to any of our Facebook portals. That, of course, being my own or the RTE Pulse Facebook page. And, of course, you can go to the Digital Groove one too. We're all on them all. Nice to have my man Mannix in Vienna in the house too. Hello to you, sir. Hope you're well. I'm sure you're loving this disco vibe, of course. Yes, you are. I know you are. Right, we'll keep it in this style for a couple. We'll get to the piano, Mac, don't worry. We'll be getting to some piano for you shortly. We're going to keep it in this vibe. This is Love in Colour. And Dave Leatherman. This is called Who Got Who High. It's on Surecuts. Linda Wilkinson joining us tonight. Hello to you as well. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, this is CJ McIntosh, and you listen to my good friend Niall Redmond on the Digital Groove.
Lovely to have Mark DeMeo with us tonight. Hello to you. See, you were working hard on that studio of yours. Always look forward to the results of that. How's things over in LA? I'm assuming. I know you were in Bulgaria, but you may. Where are you in the world? Maybe you'll tell us. But I'm assuming you're West Coast America. Linda, I'm still trying to work out your comment. That's Linda Wilkinson. Thanks for the shout. You're welcome. We're waiting on your next trip to Inners. I'm kind of half caught between, is this an autocorrect or is it just a kind of a clue to make me go and search what this is? It says, waiting on your next trip to Inners MTB. I don't know what that is. Anyway, maybe you'll explain. I'll have a look. Send me a challenge, right? Anyway, I'm waiting on it too. So, Mac loving this, saying stunning track. That's Mac in Sweden, by the way. We got Jonas with this, Jonas Persson. That's actually the name. That's his name. Hope you're well, mate. The guys from So Soulful with us tonight too. Also, that's Ryan Brasco and co. Big news for them because we've kind of leaked. We've kind of leaked a few of their guests that they've got coming up in the next few months. But more importantly, their brand new night starting this weekend. I think, let me just double check that for you. In front of me eyes. Yeah, that's right. Happening this Saturday, in fact, the first Saturday of the month will be So Soulful Ireland. That's happening in the Mez. A few people of a certain generation, that is Switch in Temple Bar. Okay, it's the Mez or the Hub in Temple Bar. It's down Eustace Street, which is just off Dame Street, and you can get down to the guys. I know Niall Early involved there too. So good luck to you guys, and I will get down to check it out myself. Some big names coming there too in the coming months. So thanks for sharing our little video tonight as well, boys. We do appreciate that. Now, this is brand new from our friend and fireman, Tommy Heron, and Lauren's friend, that's his name, involved in this, called Take Me Higher. This is the original mix on Onako Records, the label. Nice to have DJ Charlie Brown with us. Hope you're well, my friend Vladimir Kirill. Of course, we opened up the show last week with an exclusive pressure for you from DJ Charlie Brown, and it's good to have you along in Slovakia. Hope you're well. Also, Marcus O'Feek, we're getting the Todd Terry vibe out of this track. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's our dear friend and part of the underground fireman house mafia that does exist out there. Tommy Heron, of course, London Fire Brigade. Lauren's friend involved too. It's called Take Me Higher, the original mix for you on Onako Records at 32 minutes past 9 p.m. tonight. Right, bringing us to the Shapeshifters. This is featuring Kimberly Davis. It's huge right now, and I play this Saturday night really loud. Actually, Ronan O was in the booth with me, right? Ronan O came into the DJ booth and he went, watch this. He cranked up the master to about 9 or 10 o'clock, whatever, I don't know. Way up, and it was right at this time, and of course the whole place went mental. So thank you, Ronan. This is the Shapeshifters, of course a lot to do with the Shapeshifters too. This is the Shapeshifters and Kimberly Davis. Tune is called Second Chance. Huge hype on it. You're going to hear why if you've not heard it yet. This is the club mix for you on Glitterbox Recordings, and you can grab this immediately, and this is quite catchy. Watch that earworm. Mike Ray with us tonight. Hello, Mike.
Hi, this is Grant Nelson reminding you that every Monday from 9 to 11, you're checking out my man Niall Redmond right here on RTE Pulse.
It's a little bit huge, isn't it? A little bit huge, really. Yeah, went down massively on that big system. You got to hear this in this kind of, dancey nightclubby setting. It's sounding great on your radio, I know, but when you hear this loud out live, big reaction. Brand new from the Shapeshifters. Kimberly Davis doing the vocals. Tune is called Second Chance. We're playing you the club mix tonight on Glitterbox Recordings. And don't forget, it's under a month to go. It is actually the month now of Glitterbox. Coming at you 20th of March here in Dublin. Counting down the days, literally 26 days to go. Can you believe it? That's happening, of course, in Jam Park, aka District 8, out near the airport. It's a huge venue. It's going to be all decked out in Glitterbox style. Myself, Simon Dunmore, Joey Negro, Horse Meat Disco, and loads of our friends enjoying some great music. But there you go, that's brand new on Glitterbox Recordings. Jeff Kinsey saying, thrilled you post the track names. I screen capture and then buy. Isn't that great? That's the whole point of that. So you do your part for the music sales. He says, well, we want to. And of course, a lot of our tunes maybe not quite out yet. This one is, by the way, but some of them not quite out yet. But do watch out. They will be out in a couple of weeks. Anything that hasn't arrived on Tracksource or various portals will be out real soon. Jay Sisko with us tonight. Hello to you, sir. Hope you're well. Okay, Mac, I told you there was some piano for you. Let's get it on for you, right? This reminds me a little bit of Ginny Keep Warm. I don't know why. I don't know if it should. Anyway, Louis Faustino saying, say hi to David, 9. I presume David is age 9. First time listening to the show. David, hello, and thank you for listening to the show. I hope you're well. Thank you very much. Hopefully enjoying the music. Okay, this is Austin's Groove, forthcoming on Bobbin Recordings out of Australia, that being Husky's label, don't you know? This is Silver Angelina on the vocals. Tune is called Wait For You. And this is the Mirko and Meex remix. Huge things right now. It's doing great things to your ear canal and possibly brain and life. It's great, isn't it? Mirko and Meex on the remix for Austin's Groove. Silver Angelina is the vocalist. It's called Wait For You. Husky's Bobbin Recordings out real soon. Vlad loving this one. Vlad, I want you to enjoy everything in real time, but I have to tell you, if you're enjoying this, wait till you hear the next one. For you specifically, okay? We'll get to it. Right now, 41 minutes past 9 p.m. tonight. We're on the radio till 11. If you have just joined us, this is the Digital Groove with me, Niall Redmond. We're here until 11 o'clock, and we do it every single Monday for the last 11 years, playing you the best in brand new house music every single week. Don't forget, tonight, coming at you in literally 20 minutes' time, Danny J. Lewis is going to be joining us on the show tonight to bring us through his brand new project and play his brand new track. That is a guarantee, okay? That's coming up just after 10 tonight.
Check 1, check 2. Broadcasting love just for you. Hey Dig, this is Antonic. You are boosting up in the warmest sounds in U.S. garage and deep soulful house music that enlightens the hearts and reigns in the corner sides of your minds. A musical unity, only on the Digital Groove Show with Niall Redmond.
Mirko and Meex with us tonight as well. Great job on that, boys. Well done. Everyone loving that, and rightly so. Forthcoming on Bobbin Head, that being Husky's label from Australia. And that is Austin's Groove featuring Silver Angelina. Wait for you. Right, wait for this. And we have not only Antonic in your ear hole there, he's also with us tonight on the radio. So lovely to have you along, Anton. Hope you up. And thanks as always for that lovely, lovely jingle you gave us. We do love it. There were several you gave us actually. Right, this is Bobby and Steve.
Good things coming, good time.
And Duane Harden on the vocals. This is called Pride and Joy. Gonna spin this one out for Watsy tonight and for Vlad. This is Bobby and Steve's Philly mix on Groove Odyssey, taken from their brand new album.
And you don't have to worry. My love will never fade. 'Cause what God puts together, it will last always. You are my pride and joy. Yeah, my pride and joy. Pride and joy. Baby, my everything. Pride and joy. Yeah, and I'll give you everything. All my love and pride and joy.
one problem with all this stuff tonight. It was so difficult to pick a tune to play off this album, but we had to go with one. This is the one we chose. It's from the album Let's Stand Together on Groove Odyssey Recordings, from Bobby and Steve and a various and varying amount of artists and vocalists joining them. This one, Bobby and Steve featuring Duane Harden. It's called Pride and Joy. It's Bobby and Steve's Philly mix, Groove Odyssey. Of course, big weekend for them guys too at Ministry of Sound. My friend Al Gibbs was there and sent me a pic. I was DJing myself in Dublin. Sent me a pic of him with Grant Nelson, saying, "Look, it's Grant." And I know. I would have gone, only it was DJ. I wish genuinely would have gone. Anyway, great stuff. That was Bobby and Steve the weekend, so that was cool. I know that, of course, playing lots off this album. I'm doing it off the top of my head, but I think there's about 13 tracks on this album involving people like Barbara Tucker and all those kind of legends. So that's great. Thought you'd like that one a lot. All right. Don't forget, coming up, hour 2 tonight, it is getting closer and closer. Some brand new music. In fact, I'm going to give you a quick heads up. Some brand new Stereo Souls with an Andy Reid remix tonight for you. We got a brand new Johan S for you tonight too. We got brand new Scott Diaz action for you tonight in hour 2, and an amazing tune by, we don't need to tell you that, amazing tune by Ross Couch tonight, literally fresh out of press. The ink is still wet on it. And of course, Danny J. Lewis joining us just after 10 tonight to play not only his brand new tune for spring, but to bring us through his Just Underground concept project that we premiered last week on the show. Also some brand new Angelo Ferreri before we go tonight. Brand new Lenny Fontana if we get to it too. All to come in hour 2. We still got some tunes to get through before we get to that, right, including this one. This is DJ Rhythm.
Throw your hands up in the air, raise them higher if you dare. It's a party, don't you know? Everybody on the floor, keep on dancing, don't you stop. Keep on jumping till you drop. Everyone jump to this groove. Get on down, it's time to move. Jazz move, jazz move, jazz move. Woo! Jazz move, jazz move, jazz move, jazz move. Move your body tonight. Move your body just right. Move your body tonight. Move your body just right. Jazz move. Throw your hands up in the air. Raise them higher if you dare. It's a party, don't you know? Everybody on the floor. Keep on dancing, don't you stop. Keep on jumping till you drop. Everyone jump to this groove. Get on down, it's time to move. You got to move, jazz move. You got to move, jazz move. You gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta move. Throw your hands up in the air, raise them higher if you dare. It's a party, don't you know? Everybody on the floor, keep on dancing, don't you stop. Keep on jumping till you drop. Everyone jump to this groove. Get on down, it's time to move.
We got Rob Lorton in the house. Meant to say hello to you a couple of tunes back. Hope you're well. In Bury in the UK. Ian McGonigal with us tonight too. Hello to you as well. Hope you're well. My man Dave Milnes in the future, down under in Australia. Good morning to you. Having your brekkie, no doubt. We are his breakfast show. Imagine that. Good morning to you anyway. Another one of the firefighting fraternity, don't you know? Right, this is what? It's DJ Rhythm, as we said. Kym Franklin is the vocalist on this, and this is on Steve Silk Hurley's record label and or Aura Recordings. Apartment D4 is next, but this is Aura Recordings S, and it's called Just Move. See how I got out of that? I nearly said it's on Apartment D4. This is the next one coming in. Anyway, sorry, let's try that again. DJ Rhythm and Kym Franklin, you just heard a tune called Just Move. Probably better off reading my own notes online. Aura Recordings and S&S Recordings. There you go. Right, on to Apartment D4 Recordings. Since we're in D4 tonight, this is Roy Jazz Grant. The tune is called Whisp. Kind of makes me want to have a whisper. But I'm off them for Lent. This is the original mix for you. This is a lovely bit of piano coming into your ear hole now in a minute. We've got Graham White in the house. Hello to you, sir. Hope you're well. Nice to have you with us tonight as always too. Right, get ready for this, please. 9 away from 10 right now.
Hi, this is Steve Watts from Gravity FM here in the UK. You're checking out my good friend Niall Redmond on the Digital Groove.
taking the Lord's name there for that. I don't know, is that because of the massive flute in this? I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you're liking it. Dave says the breakfast is done, out on the firing line for the day on recovery works. That sounds like a lot of pain. I hope that's okay. Keep the tunes coming. Yes, we'll definitely do that, mate. Stay safe, please. While we go down the flute canal, I may as well tell you real quick too, don't forget number 9 tonight of Decades will come on our Mixcloud just after the show, so that's about 20 away from 12 our time. And if you're unsure what decades are, since January, since the turn of the decade, we have been doing 10 tunes from the last 10 years of the Digital Groove every week as part 1 to part 9, of course, tonight. And we shall continue to do so. So choosing 10 tunes from the last 10 years of our playlist, all amazing. And this, we've gone kind of quite soulful this time, I think, tonight. And we shall, of course, reveal them all for you, going all the way back to 2009, right through to 2019. We got Ginger on the go with us tonight. Hello to you back from Mexico, or where in the name of God are you? Also, Michael Hernandez with us in Texas, in the US of A. I actually saw this next tune coming in via this man's social media, and I was delighted without even hearing it that he was making some tunes, or certainly remixing some tunes. And yes, this lives up to every expectation I have. This is Tom Gianelli on the remix for Salted Music, this time from Mirko Meex's label. This is Love's Last Episode. That's who it's by. And the name of this tune is Larry the Legend. And as you said, Tom Gianelli on the remix. Michael Hernandez saying, howdy, howdy. Damn, listen to that piano and flute. There you are. Some flute excursion, I could tell you. Great stuff. That was Roy Jazz Grant, by the way, called Whisp. I presume the Whisp is in reference to the Whispy. And that was on Apartment D4 Records. Right, Love's Last Episode. Larry the Legend. Tom Gianelli's remix right now on Salted Music. Taking us up towards 10 o'clock. Danny J. Lewis coming real soon.
This is Tony Humphreys, and you're checking out my guy Niall Redmond in the mix on The Digital Groove.
The Digital Groove.
Once again, right on time, Jogador. This is the brand new Salted release for you, my friend. Tom Gianelli on the remix for Love's last episode. It's called Larry the Legend. Okay, the clock's striking 10 o'clock exactly right now. We have exactly 1 hour of the show left. Almost time to take to the telephone, don't you know? We're going to be ringing them literally. Actually, we're going to get one tune in and we'll go to it. Danny J. Lewis with us in a couple of minutes' time. Nice to have Caitlin Farrelly with us as always. Hello to you. Lovely to have you back on this Monday night. Let's spin this one out to you. So this is actually quite nice with a Dr. Packer remix on it, but we're going to play you the YolaDisko remix. It was hard to pick either, I don't know. Anyway, this is the YolaDisko remix. It's called Holy Word, and it's by I'm Talking, right? So it's I'm Talking, that's the act. The tune is called Holy Word, and this is YolaDisko's remix. Bloodlines Music is the label here at 1 minute past 10. I think in my rather enthusiastic imagery of my phone, I pulled it out of its socket. I've got to go check real quick because I've got to ring Danny J. Lewis in a second. So bear with me, please. Last week on the show we played for you 2 tracks brand new from Danny J. Lewis, and they were a little bit special in the sense that, well, they're always special, but they were a little bit more special in the sense that it was a brand new project that he had let us announce last week. And of course we played 2 from 5 releases that all came out in one go last Friday. The label was called Just Underground, and we promised you we would have Danny on the show this week to have a chat about what exactly is going on, not only with Just Underground right now, but in the future for the spring season. So yes, without further ado, Danny J. Lewis, welcome to the show tonight, mate. How are you? Lovely to have you back with us, by the way. Long time.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's good to be back on the show. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's good to speak to you again.
We did announce it last week. We played True Emotion and Take My Hand. They were the 2 tunes we played off Just Underground. I kind of gave a bit of a feeler out to anyone who's listening last week that it was a kind of 4 seasons concept. We'd have 3 core releases in those, 5 releases that are coming out, and I kind of fumbled through it a bit, so I'm going to get you to explain it properly. So this is not just sort of, a new label. It's a bit of a label concept.
Yeah, totally. It's a concept, and it's a result of a whole bunch of analysis and research that I've been doing in, I suppose, the last 2 years, really. And so what it is it's a way for me as a composer to have a framework into which I can make tracks. people who make music struggle because they don't really think, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do today, and they sit down and it's going to be kind of random. But I wanted to say, okay, I'm aiming for this kind of a track, this kind of a time. So for me, it's a way to kind of block out sections, parts of time where I can actually make music for a specific reason. And so I just thought, okay, so throughout the year, we have different seasons. People like different kinds of music in those seasons. So that's my broad framework. So it's the 4 seasons of house. It's, starting off with the winter catch-up. So 5 releases are done now. And then we've got literally spring, summer, autumn. Each one is having 5 releases, and these are spaced out about 2 to 3 weeks. And so of the 5 releases, 3 of those are what I would call the core releases, which is probably the main identity of the label. Probably garage house, maybe a bit of soulful stuff in there. But then also each season there will be a hazard release, which is like a DJ tool. That's generally going to be much more peak time, a bit more stripped back, maybe percussive. And then the white label is my kind of joker's card. It's like I can do whatever I want with the white label. So it's an opportunity to do something a little bit perhaps that is off the grid, So that's what I've done. This framework allows me to kind of put together releases in a structure. And for me as a composer, I think that's the best way for me to work. It's not going to be the best way for everybody to work. A lot of this stuff is done already and is ready to go, but some of it isn't. So I've kind of left open this element of chance so that I can absorb what's going on around the scenes and see what's going to be the right thing to slot in.
Well, you've kind of answered that before I asked it, because I was going to say, did you set yourself a creative challenge to say, well, do you know what, I've maybe one summary track done now and it's just the start of March, so I really have to get into the summary vibe closer for the summer season releases. So that's cool, you've kind of answered that for me as well. But we are going to play this week, we're going to play the first of the spring season's concept. It's a tune called The Right Time. We will be playing that just after we have a chat tonight. But before we do that, will there be other acts involved, or is this strictly your project only?
No, this is for me. So it's a self-indulgent platform, really. But, from the perspective of running a label, it makes it a lot more simplistic. There's less to worry about. So I don't have lots of time to run a label, so this is the best way for me to do it.
Now, we announced last week that these are available, of course, on TrackSource. Currently, at the moment, 5 up there. Will it be on the other portals? I mean, for our streaming friends out there? No?
I mean, for me, TrackSource, is the platform that I respect the most. Yes, it's going to be a limited shot window, but I don't care because I love what the guys do, and so I just want to put my music on that platform. It will be available for streaming though, so that's a consumption thing. It's not about DJs, it's about people who want to listen to stuff, so you will be able to listen to it on Spotify, but if you want to download it, it's exclusive to TrackSource.
Well, for the vinyl fiction, which I must admit is something I'm starting to get back into, which is mental after all these years. I'm rebuying all my digital collection now on vinyl, but will it be available vinylly for people if they wish so, maybe down the track? Is there any plans for that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know, but I've had quite a few releases out on Mark Cottrell's Plastic People label. And
yes, indeed.
Actually receiving these things in the post is such a special moment in this digital age. So I'm really up for the idea of putting some of this out on vinyl, and I will be looking into it for sure.
Okay, great. Well, look, it's a fantastic concept, literally very unusual, very original, and of course all the tracks are absolute quality. We're going to play The Right Time, which is the first, as we said, spring release coming up in a couple of weeks on TrackSource. You can grab that, but you can hear it on the show tonight exclusively, and thank you so much for letting us play that. But I'm going to get you to pick one track from the winter collection that we didn't play, so you have 3 more that we didn't play, of course, from the winter seasons. So if you want to pick one as well, we'll slot that in after The Right Time tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Real to Real, so that's REELREAL. So that for me is one of my favourites. I think it's a perfect Kickstarter. It's the first catalogue number in the release schedule, and that's the one that I'm going to pick.
Danny, it's great to talk to you. It's great to hear your music because we've loved it for so long. We'll enjoy the tunes on the TrackSource. If you're a streamer out there, you will be able to check these out on the streaming sites as well, and you may even get yourself some vinyl of this further down the track. But right now, Dan, we're going to play The Right Time, which is your forthcoming first spring release. How apt for the 2nd of March tonight, and we'll of course play Real to Real after this. Danny, lovely to talk to you, and thanks for catching up with us tonight. I really wanted to hear from you what this was about because I kind of got the grasp of it, but I was like, Danny can tell us this exactly in case I made a mess of it. Lovely to talk to you. I will speak to you no doubt real soon. I'm sure we'll stay in touch and keep us up to date with everything that's going on with Just Underground and yourself, of course.
Okay, thanks so much for having me.
is a digital groove. Turbo exclusive.
World exclusive. World exclusive.
Niall Redmond exclusive track. Digital Groove Turbo exclusive.
World exclusive.
An absolute turbo exclusive for you, courtesy of Danny J. Lewis. And you just heard all about it from the man himself. That's from his Just Underground project. It's called The Right Time. That's the first release in the spring collection, out in a couple of weeks' time. And of course, as you heard, he will be feeding those out over the spring season, all 5 releases. That's the first of the 5. Thanks to Danny for coming on the show tonight. As promised last week, we said we were going to do that, so great. That's quite lovely as well, isn't it? There you go. Turbo exclusive for you tonight. Taking the bump up after 10 o'clock tonight. There you go. Right, reel to follow this, as chosen by Danny J. Lewis. And this from the Out Now Winter Collection. If you have just joined us, you were listening to Danny J. Lewis talking to us there about his Just Underground project. And of course, you were listening to him right now on the Produzione with a tune called The Right Time. Reel to reel on the way. As in right now. After this, going to go to some brand new Ross Couch. Also some Scott Diaz on the way. Also some Johan S on the way. Some heavy hitters coming down your speakers over the next 20 minutes. Do not go anywhere.
This is Danny J. Lewis, and you are listening to The Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
Yes, once again, 2 in a row from Danny J. Lewis. This one out right now to grab at your convenience on Tracksource. It's called Real to Real, or EEL to REAL. And Danny J. Lewis very much in his original sounding garage vibe for you. Tune before, absolute turbo exclusive tune called The Right Time, out in a couple of weeks from Danny J on his Just Underground project for his spring collection. Make him sound like a designer now. The Danny J. Lewis spring collection will be coming out next, 2 weeks' time. I encourage you to go and buy it and clothe yourself in it daily. You'll be glad you did. We played you The Right Time, the extended version, just before this. Right, hold on to your hats, please. This is massive coming in right now. This is brand new from Ross Couch. He's sporting a brand new hairdo. As far as we know, he's updated his profile pic, which is kind of rare for Ross Couch, but this is through and through Ross Couch pressure. I've always labelled this kind of vibe aggressive soul. And here it is. This is Ross Couch. It's called No Holding Back. Out this Thursday, Body Rhythm. In the meantime, exclusive at 10:20 on the Digital Groove. Watch out.
Exclusive track.
World exclusive.
Yes, the puns are out already. Ain't no holding back from Mr. Couch. Rob Lorton, absolutely. Jogador saying straight in, no kissing, absolutely. That is Ross Couch. It's called No Holding Back. Literally arrived in the inbox about 4 hours ago. His own Body Rhythm record label. Unbelievable. Of course it is. It's Ross Couch. That just assaulted you in the nicest possible way, that tune, didn't it? More of that, please. Right. What you saying, Scott? What you saying?
Hi, this is Scott Diaz, and you're checking out my main man, Niall Redmond, right here on the Digital Groove.
Yeah, and you're checking out my main man, Scott Diaz, right now. This is called That's My Vibe. We're going to play the dub mix of this. Or are we? No, we're going to play the vocal mix. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Anyway, yes, back to where we were. Scott Diaz, That's My Vibe. Extra Credit, his brand new label, is what this is on.
Kings of Soul, and you're locked into Ireland's #1 soulful house show, The Digital Groove.
Scott Diaz with the prime time action on his brand new label. It's called Extra Credit, and that is called That's My Vibe. That's the name of that tune. Quite a nice dub on it. I think I agonised over playing the dub or the original kind of vocal mix. Well, this is the original vocal mix for you. You can grab this immediately on the tracksource.com. That is the good news for y'all. Make you loving this one. I'm sure you're loving the Ross Couch too before it as well, mate. Got Brother Brown in the house, I think. Hello to you. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Right, let's take some brand new Johannes after this. We'll keep it bubbling away for you just through 10:30 tonight. If you have just arrived into the Digital Groove camp tonight with us, you missed a lot of tunes, but you still got a few to go. You missed some Danny J. Lewis talking to us as well as about a brand new project, but you can go and listen back to that at some point. But we're glad to have you with us tonight, wherever way you are with us from the start or from now. It is the Digital Groove till 11 tonight.
Hi, this is Jay Benham, and you're listening to Niall Redmond on the Dig Little Grove on RTE Pulse.
Now, we did mention Ross Couch. Nail change a hairstyle. Well, same for this man, Johannes. Must be for the new decade, is it? What'll do myself? Might grow nails, Psycho Billy or something. Anyway, this is Johannes with his brand new haircut. It's called Smoke This. There you go. This is the original mix on Tom Blacksoul's label, Black Soul. Nice to have Connor Smith with us tonight as well. I hope you are well, my friends. Lovely to have you with us there.
Pop this shit.
Nicely, Glenn Horsburgh with us tonight too. Some brand new Glenn Horsburgh remix action before we go tonight. Coming up in a few tunes time, so I didn't tell you that. Maybe he doesn't know. Just to set Biggie straight, this isn't the Glenn Horsburgh remix, okay? It is coming though towards the end of the show. This is brand new from Johannes. It's called Smoke This, and it's the original mix for you on Black Soul Music. Connor Smith loving it. Exactly, it's great. Also, Max said it many times before, Johannes for President of Sweden. Yes, now with the new improved, well, it's improved. I mean, the old image was fine, but you know, a new version, a new streamlined version of Johannes, I guess. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Mac, I'm glad you're still with us because there's some huge piano coming at you next few tunes. I think you'll like that. But this ain't over yet. Let's keep it cranked. Sorry.
Swing my brain, 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 swing my brain.
Yes, if you're watching on the Facebook Live and the plug was pulled, somebody obviously didn't like what we were doing out there in the algorithm. We're back now if you're interested in watching for the last 22 minutes. This is Brak, B-R-R-A-K, emphasis mine and theirs, I guess. The tune is called Envy on Juiced Music. All the video stuff reshared for the last 20 minutes. Real pain in the arse, isn't it? There you go. I thought we'd keep a clean sheet tonight. I really did. Particularly after playing Shapeshifters on Glitterbox. Normally it's the kind of bigger kind of hyped tracks that sometimes get us in trouble when we do it on the Facebook Live. You're listening on the radio means nothing. Ben Gilroy, hello to you. Says hi Niall, mate. Hope you're well, Ben. Really do. And good to have you with us tonight. Sending you big love as always, of course, my friend. Mac, loving that one. There you go. We thought you might. That is, what is that? Do we even have it in front of me? Yes, you Brak, once again. B-R-R-A-K. Tune called Envy on Juiced Music. Right, we'll keep the piano for you going. This is Carlos Stella, all one word. Tune is called South, and this is a different tune. Just continues that piano rolling at you, doesn't it? It's the original mix on Bliss Unique Recordings.
Good evening. This is Antonic, shedding love right here on Digital Groove with my man Niall Redmond, boosting up the best of the best garage and deep vocal house in sound. Turn it up.
This is the Digital Groove.
tasty primetime pressure piano-wise for you there, isn't it? That is Carlos Stella, all one word. It's called South. And that's the original mix for you. Bliss Unique is the label right there. Yeah, massive kind of... That's the kind of thrown it off the skyscraper effect of piano for you there. Maybe hitting every windowsill on the way down. Right. Right, we're running out of time. We really are. It is just 16 away from 11 o'clock tonight. Of course, we're gone at 11, and we'll try and get another 4 in for you. Can we do that? That was really 4 minutes each. We'll try and do a quick mixes for you. He is coming at you though in 16 minutes time. That is Kimura, formerly known as Downstreet, for anyone who's come back from a coma or something. Anyway, Kimura with the Swerve Radio Show coming up freshly at 11 o'clock tonight, which, as we say, is just under 16 minutes time now. And once again, if you missed the name of that is Carlos Stella. It's called South. The original mix for you there. Bliss Unique is the label. We are putting these up on our now posted Facebook Live video. Come back. And of course on our Twitter, if you're just listening on the radio and you want to follow all these track names of everything we played tonight, at Digital Groove is the handle there, don't you know?
What's up, everybody? This is Sandy Ver from Kings of Tomorrow. You're listening to Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
Just when you think you can't go any more rounds with the piano, you really can. That is Jay Potter. The tune is called In My House. Hot Stuff. Yes, it is. Hot Stuff is the label. That's the original mix. This man is on a flight as we speak, so we wish him safe travels and all that. But he sent this our way to play for you tonight. This is Stereo Souls, our dear friends Dan and Sam, and of course involving Syrup with them. This is called Lonely Without You. Andy Reid on the remix here, forthcoming in 2 weeks on Phoenix Music.
World exclusive.
That, my friends, is a lot of our mates all together. That is Stereo Souls. Sam and DJ Highway. And of course DJ Serup also in there. Andy Reid on the remix, completing the picture. Lonely Without You, you might remember the original. This time Andy Reid's remix, forthcoming Phoenix Music. Try and find the exact date for you, because he said, as I said, he's flying. He normally does it real time for us, but he was flying out tonight, so he says that will be dropping on the 13th. Yes indeed, comes out March 13th. So that's good news for you all. Not too long to wait, 2 weeks or so. Right, well, we squares at least one more in for you. We'll kind of keep going, maybe on the Facebook Live for the last one. Right, we promised you some Glenn Horsburgh on the remix. Still some piano in this one too, you'd be glad to know. It's going to be Angelo Ferreri this time, Leva K and John. So good they named him twice, featuring Carmina Day, of course. And this is called OU with the exclamation mark. And it's Glenn Horsburgh's remix here for you. Let There Be House should be out tomorrow.
Exclusive. Niall Redmond exclusive track. Exclusive.
almost wrapping things up for us tonight, pretty much. Apologies once again on the slightly false start. We were kind of 3 minutes late, so that's kind of pushed us over the brink of getting the final tune for you. We'll try and squeeze it into the Facebook Live if you're still listening. That finishing off the show on the radio, that is Angelo Ferreri, Leva K and John featuring Carmina Day. Tune is called OU, and that is the Glenn Horsburgh remix. You said Glenn Horsburgh in a hoarse voice. How much of an irony was that? Glenn Horsburgh's remix, Let There Be House, is the label, and I think that drops this week. Now, speaking of drops, it is dropping in 40 minutes time, as well as the listen back to this radio show on the RTE radio player. If you have just come in at the end, we played you some amazing tunes this week, so it's well worth your while dipping back into that. Also, check out our Danny J. Lewis chat a little bit earlier in hour 2 tonight. But launching also at 11:40 tonight will be Decades Series 9. 10 tunes from the last 10 years of the Digital Groove. Some nice soulful groovy ones in there too tonight. So that'll be going up in about 40 minutes time. In the meantime, we have to say goodbye to you. If you want to keep watching on the Facebook Live, we're going to play the brand new Lenny Fontana. But in the meantime, Dan Stritch here on RTE Pulse, as now Kimura and the Swerve Radio Show. We're back on the air next week, 9 to 11. Speak to you then. Now, if you're watching on the Facebook Live, we've switched over. You can hear the lack of compression. Right, this is my man in New York, Lenny Fontana. It's called Spacewalk. We actually came out and did this on Facebook Live the other day himself. So we're going to finish off with you tonight. Only we started so late, we would have had this in. This is the club mix for you tonight.
Hi, this is Lenny Fontana from NYC, and you're right now listening to The Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
finishing up proceedings. That is a lovely workout from Lenny Fontana on his own Karmic Power Records. I was watching this sort of Facebook Live launch of this the other day, and he kindly gave it to a few of us radio jocks to spin out. It's called Space Walker, and it's the club mix for you there out on Karmic Power. I think next week you can grab that. Bobby London Chana saying, loving it, mate. Hope you're well. In for the last tune. I'm really well, mate. Really good. And hope you're well too. Thanks for watching, mate. Right, we're back on your radio next week, 9 to 11, right here on RTE Pulse with a brand new set of tunes for you. Look forward to that and hopefully see you all then. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. Don't forget you listen back to the full radio show on the RTE radio player. We should put up all the links on the social medias for you as soon as it's up. And don't forget Decades number 9 going up in about half an hour's time on our Mixcloud page. Just Google Digital Groove Mixcloud and you'll find all our stuff. In fact, it's all there. But you will find all the Decade series up to number 8 last week there for your listening pleasure too. Good night to you. Thanks for listening. Love you all. Take care.